Today, Ben is going to be planting up our weekender baskets. These are the baskets that hang at the entrance here at Garden Crossings. But before I bring him into the video, I wanted to go over a little bit with you what exactly a weekender hanging basket is and how it works. Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings, and the weekender baskets have been wildly popular. And I think the biggest reason why is, as the name implies, you can go away for the weekend and not have to worry about watering your plants. This planter has a water reservoir in it that usually will last anywhere from 2 to 4 days, depending on where we're at in the summer and also what type of plants you plant into your basket. So the basket I have here is the homeowner version, let's say. It's a 16-inch hanging basket, and we do have, I think, 5 different colors available of this weekender basket. And I will be sure to put a link in the description below so that if this is something you're interested in, you can look more into it. But first, let's break it down and show you the different pieces and parts to the weekender basket. So the weekender basket, this is the basic bottom part. This is the water reservoir. And in the bottom of it, there is a hole. You want to make sure when you get your weekender basket that that hole gets plugged. So with your basket, the plug does come with it. Usually it's twisted onto the little hanger here where the hanger will hang onto. So be sure to look for that, and you want to plug the bottom. Typically, we'll plug it from the inside and pull it through to the bottom. That way, we don't have to worry about it falling out and landing on the ground. It shouldn't fall out if you do it from the inside going down. Another thing with this bottom part of the weekender basket is there is another hole right here, and this is about halfway, little under halfway up the bottom of the basket. And this is the drain hole. So it'll hold this much water. Once the water gets to this point, it's going to drain over. We don't want this to be something that's like a bowl that's holding water and not letting water escape. You only want so much water in here, and the rest you want to be able to escape. So that is the overflow hole. Then there is this little insert, and you'll see there are these white little fabricy things. What those do is they go down into the water, and they are going to wick the water up into your soil to water your plants. So when I plant these up, I'll typically put the soil around these felt pads. That way the felt pads are up and through the soil. And then I'll go ahead and plant into the soil. And that is how the weekender works with its wicking devices that will wick the water from the water reservoir up into the soil to water your plants and keep them watered for around 3 days or so. The nice thing with this basket is it comes with a very heavy duty hanger, and it spins. So this is a spinning hanger. So if your basket's hanging up and it's blowing in the breeze, it'll kind of twirl. Or more so, you have the option to go ahead and twirl your basket so that the sun can be shining on all sides of your plants. So every couple days or so, if you want to go through and just kind of twirl your basket, that way the sun is getting exposed to all the plants. So this is a 16-inch basket, and this is what I would call the homeowner edition. Now, for us at Garden Crossings, because it's such a grand entrance and we want it to create just a huge statement of color, that is where we had some custom design for us to flank the entrance of the garden center. So the baskets that Ben will be planting up today are 22-inch baskets, and they're much like the one I just showed you with the different components and pieces and parts. The only thing is they're much bigger and they're deeper, and we had chains installed on these to be able to create the trio look. Now we estimate each one of these baskets weighs about 70 pounds. And when we hang them up, we need to do so with a high-low because they're so heavy and there's just so much weight there. But all of the baskets have chains on them. I think these are about a 30 or so inch chain. And then the next one, and onwards and upwards it goes. So definitely something, I know a lot of people have asked, how can I get that trio of baskets? How do you do that? How do those chains work? You really do have to have the capabilities of getting these heavy baskets hung with more so than just holding on to them and getting them hung. So, and two, they're very heavy. So even what you're hanging it on has to be able to support, what is that, almost 210 pounds of weight hanging from your overhang or whatever it is you're looking to plant it on. So let's go ahead and take just a little bit closer look into these baskets. I want to show you how they are assembled here because I know a lot of people have asked and I always skip over that part. But I will show you for those of you who are interested.
All right, so we're looking at our big 3-tiered weekender baskets here. As you can see, the hardware that goes into them. We've got the chains. We got a nice, very hard, thick plastic lip rim on it. And then there's bolts that go through, help distribute the weight when these are hanging up. I would say each of these fully planted and filled with water are about 75 pounds a piece. So, and then we've got them mounted outside on 2 posts with really industrial hardware out there to hold up all of this weight.
So what kind of plants did we plant here today, or this year, Ben?
So this is fun. We're doing kind of the same combo as last year, but changing up a little bit. We had the same kind of recipe last year. 2 different petunias and a sweet potato vine. We really liked the petunias we picked, so we're gonna do the same thing this year. We're doing Mini Vista White, and we are doing the Pink Tiara Super Petunia. We thought the colors went really well together. And then for our sweet potato vine this year, we're doing the brand new Shadow Storm one. It's the Sweet Carolina Sweetheart edition. It's got almost like a camouflage leaf to it, which I think is a lot of fun. We did these out in our trial garden last summer, and I really liked them. So I was happy that Heidi said we could put them in these baskets this year. It's gonna be fun. So we're doing 9 plants in here, and with the Pink Tiara and the Mini Vista White, we're doing 3 and 3, and I think it's gonna be good. I feel like at the beginning of the year, the Mini Vista White really gets going fast, and they're a little bit more on the white side. But then as the summer progresses, that Pink Tiara takes over. Then you've got a nice combo of white and pink. And then by the end, it's pretty much a lot more pink. The Pink Tiara is aggressive. I didn't want to go too few of the white. I didn't want to go too many of the pink. So I think this will be good. So very excited to see what these are going to do this year. So like I said, we're doing 9 plants in these. For the homeowner one, I would say you could get by with like 6 plants. 5 to 6 plants would be a more reasonable thing for that. And you could do less in these too, but again, we just like that full pop right away of color of plants. I think I'm going to start planting up one just to show you. So I'm doing our Shadow Storm around the edges, as it's a trailer plant. So we're gonna want those to trail off the edge. And then in the middle, we're gonna do a couple white and a couple pink, and then on the edges, a couple white and a couple pink, so it'll intermingle the colors together. You can see great roots on those plants too, going in. Now on these Pink Tiara ones, you can see they're starting to stretch. And I am gonna pinch some of those to cut them back to start, to get them going. And then that's gonna help branch the plant even better too. So there's one of them all planted up. So we'll grow these on in the greenhouse for
4 to 5 weeks.
4 to 5 weeks. So then that way when they go out in the landscape, they're big, full, beautiful color right away. As opposed to planting them up first week of May and then putting them out there and having them grow outside. And we just like to get them going established in the greenhouse here.
Right. So I think definitely we want that color show when the store opens. And this is definitely a way we can have that color show. And a lot of times people might say they're going to, get root bound too fast, or they're not going to last all summer. But I think last year we had them going into October before we pulled them down.
They did the best last year of all the seasons that we've been using them. So.
Yeah. So it was really great.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Ben, for planting those up. You got a few more to do here. But this is going to be a beautiful display, and we'll be sure to update you throughout the summer on how they're doing. As he mentioned, they're going to probably go through a little bit of a color transition, a lot of white start and then pink to go. But that is something we will update you on as the season goes on. If you have any questions on our weekender baskets, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And if you're somebody who's already purchased one of these and has planted it up, I'd love for you to share pictures with us. We always love getting people's pictures. And give your feedback, because I know we think they're wonderful. I know as you as a grower, you don't have to go out and water them every single day.
Right.
And I was saying for the
homeowner
homeowner ones, we were watering about every 2 to 4 days, depending where we're at in the season. How often are you watering these?
2 to 3 days a week.
Okay.
But most of the season I can get by with just watering them 2 days out of the week, which is really nice. And
also, I forgot to mention, when we water these, we also put in some water-soluble fertilizer. So it's the powder. We just drop it in the through the hole where we're filling it in. And in that way, too, they're not only getting watered constantly, they're getting fed constantly as well. So that you probably do. I know we do it in the house. We do it once a week. We'll put some in. How often are you doing it here?
About the same, really.
Okay. Yeah. So keeps your plants fed, keeps them watered, and keeps them looking fabulous all summer long. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi.
And I'm Ben.
From Garden Crossings.